Hello guys, it's Sun Gaming. Get to them reacting to Paralyzed Millionaire Saved by Immigrant by Dhar Mann Studios. Anyways, let's begin.
For no reason. There's something wrong with me. He's crazy.
Jay is back again, baby! Okay, I think I'll need to skip this because, yeah, I honestly want to watch this because I've been watching Dhar Mann Studios for a long time, which includes, of course, watching Jay. But still, part of my job is saving your guys' time, so sadly, I'll have to skip this. Wait, okay.
The first time in my life.
Okay, so basically, we've watched him go through middle school. I guess it kind of tracks because, 2 years. And now he's going to high school. So essentially, we're having a J series all over again. Because if you guys been here for a long time, been with Dhar Mann for a long time, then you probably know that he's done a series with Jay before. So yeah, this is gonna be a little interesting. But anyways, sorry for taking a bit. Let's start with the actual story.
Happy now?
I'll pay for the tickets. Then they'll give us an escort to the hospital.
Good evening, gentlemen. You're driving pretty fast. Oh, thank God you're here, officer. Look, I need to take my friend to the hospital. I have a wheelchair in the back. Check it out. Everything's gonna be fine, okay? Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Just stay calm. Okay, there's not much time. We're gonna escort you guys immediately to the hospital, okay? Just stay calm. Thank you, officer. Thank you.
I would say that empathy is my greatest strength.
Excuse me, I'm in the middle of an interview. You'll have to wait outside for your turn.
No need. I know I'm not gonna get this job.
Yeah, well, what you're wearing doesn't exactly scream that you want the job.
Yeah, okay, look, I know how I look. All right, but lady, I just need a signature.
I'm confused. This is proof that you've applied for the job.
Exactly. So I can get my unemployment benefits and I'll be on my way.
Sir,
Look, can we just cut out the middleman here? You and I both know I'm not gonna get this job. I'm just trying to save you some time.
all right, how about I call security? How does that sound? Now, please go outside and wait your turn with the other candidates.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dimitri. You come back tomorrow.
Dimitri.
You come back tomorrow and I'll sign your papers. That'll be all. Thank you for your time.
I thought he was a good candidate.
I'm more curious about the other guy. His candor was a bit refreshing, don't you think?
It was a bit of something.
Okay, so part of my job here is to check if dummies those are clickbait, so I'll recheck one last time so that I don't get confused. So the millionaire who's paralyzed is saved by an immigrant, huh? Okay, good to know, because if you guys don't know, sometimes Dhar Mann actually does clickbait titles. Yeah, the titles aren't fully wrong, but still, if the video doesn't have events that exactly follow the title, then yes, it's fully clickbait. Anyway, let's continue.
Yo, what's going on? What are you doing?
You know what I'm doing. I want to hear it.
You're gonna hear it. Yo, don't start walking away from
Yeah, whatever.
Ma. I got you, little son.
Let me guess. Stolen? That's supposed to make up for you being gone for 6 months without so much as a call?
I got it while I was working.
Working? You got a job?
I'm working on finding a job.
You're working on finding a job. Right. I am sick and tired of your lies. I don't believe a thing you say anymore. And I'm done. I want you out.
Look, just give me until Thanksgiving. I know I messed up.
And now you got your little brother doing the same. I can't have you here. Go. Now. And don't come back.
Come in. Please, wipe your feet.
Look, I just want my unemployment papers signed. I'll go.
Go. You have work to do.
What?
That's what I said too when he told me. Dimitri, against my better judgment, has decided to take you on for a 1-month trial period.
You're kidding, right? Look, lady,
Ruth,
I don't want this job. I just want my unemployment papers and I'll be on my way.
would you at least like a tour of the hallway?
Sure. Do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving?
Well, that used to be Dimitri's favorite holiday.
Used to be.
This will be your room.
Oh. Yeah, this place is great. Did you say it's gonna be my room?
Did you not bother to read the description of the job you applied for?
No.
You will be Dimitri's caretaker, which means, in a sense, all of this will be yours.
Sick.
Would you like to see Dimitri?
Yeah, sure. Oh. Hello, sir.
Call me Dimitri. What do you think of the place?
It's great. Yeah, it's like a palace.
Great. So you'll take the job?
Before he accepts, I believe it's important that he understands his full duties. Andre, you will be feeding him, carrying him, and changing him,
What, you mean like his clothes?
and cleaning him.
Nah. Heck no. No. I'm sorry. This place is great. I love it, but I ain't wiping no butts, so sorry.
You are aware the job pays over $100,000 a year.
You know, sometimes I'd be speaking too soon. You know, I feel like you guys should leave with that information.
Yeah, it's very clear this is gonna be a montage, but like, it's okay. Very interesting setup, huh? So basically, from what is being said here and what has been shown, I think I have to right to assume that Dimitri is fully paralyzed. Because if you guys haven't seen, being paralyzed can actually have multiple meanings. For example, there are people who are paralyzed from the leg down. You know, people who are still have their arms functioning and all of that, but their legs specifically don't work anymore. But I think for Dimitri, he's the type who's fully paralyzed head to toe. I think that's how it works, right? Anyways, as always, because it's a montage, skip! Okay, so I think I've saved you guys a bunch of time here because basically all that's been happening is that I remember what that guy's name was, but he basically has been dealing with Dimitri's routine. That's been basically it. That's been basically their routine. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, he messes up a few times in the beginning, but then he fixes them later. So, anyways, let's continue.
You're in your business mail. They look friendly. Ah, look. You got a Thanksgiving card.
Throw those out.
What? Oh, what, you don't like Thanksgiving? Okay, look, you got one from John Nichols and, ooh, who's Alicia Avila?
Don't open that. Don't open any letters from that address. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yeah. Jeez. I won't open it. You want me to open one from John Nichols? Yeah, I like this guy.
Yeah, John and I go way back. I haven't seen him in quite some time, though. You know, come to think of it, the two of you are a lot alike, though.
Yeah.
Dimitri, may I speak to you privately?
Not now, Reese. Can't you see we're having so much fun?
Yo, look. He got invited to an art exhibit at a museum.
I haven't been to the museum in ages. When is it?
It's actually today. In like an hour, dude. Brohan, you gotta be better about your mail.
Actually, you need to be better about my mail.
Dimitri, please.
Reese.
He got him there.
Yeah. can do it later. Andre and I are going to the museum.
Yeah, sure. I haven't been to a museum in a minute, so I'm down.
Well, you can't go looking like that. How about a wardrobe upgrade? Open the trunk of the van. There's a wheelchair ramp.
You gonna sit in the back of that thing? No. Let's ride in the Porsche. It'll be more fun and add more style.
In style. I don't think that's a good idea. It'd be dangerous.
Come on, live a little, you know? From what you told me, this is gonna be at the bottom of the list of the craziest things that you've done.
It's an amazing piece, isn't it? I can see it has you mesmerized. Did you read the artist's description?
I didn't.
A wholly original piece that sprouted to my mind directly from heaven. We've already had an offer for $62,000.
Andre,
Yeah, so
what do you think of this piece?
out of all the other pieces, it's nice.
You think it's worth 62,000?
Oh, absolutely. Not.
Sir, this was painted by Sebastian von Tief.
Well, the artist is asking for too much. I could paint something like that.
Oh, I find that highly unlikely.
Yeah, you know what? This is something I never got in general, which is that how is art actually priced? For example, how did this painting get the $62,000 price tag? Or you know what? Let me ask a better question. When the artists are making a painting, how much would they expect to sell from that painting? Because let's be honest, most of these offers are from dumb people who offer way too much for paintings. And trust me, we've seen, especially the past few years, that people are willing to pay a stupid amount of money for simple stuff, like of course the infamous banana in tape. Like we all know that one. So like I want to be asking, like when that artist makes a painting, how much do they expect to sell it for? Because again, how much is actually offered? Like for example, these high numbers are by dumb buyers, like I just said. So how much do people actually expect? Like how is this priced at $62,000? This is that thing where you keep hearing about it, but you never ask yourself, where do these prices come from? You know what I mean? Like, what in that painting is so magnificent that it's become $62,000? Like, explain to me what. Like, this is honestly a genuine question, but I'll be on wasting your guys' time if I keep going any further.
Respectfully, what I can glean from your critique is that you know next to nothing about art.
Clearly, it's just a cheap imitation of Picasso's blue period, right? But instead of using blue, Sebastian chose amber. I mean, there's the bread, there's the bowl, and there's the face, and yeah, there's a woman there, and all artists steal. Even Picasso said he got inspired from Matisse. But I don't see Sebastian giving props to Pablo with a description like divinely inspired. No, it's a bit much. Don't buy it.
I'm sorry, where did that come from? Like, I've got, you know what, maybe won't ask about where this came from, since, you know, this isn't a big deal. Like, I think it's one of those scenarios where it's just a one and done. Like, yeah, these types of situations don't honestly deserve me wasting your time with questions, since, you know, they're one and dones. Unless that whole him knowing about our thing comes into play again, it's not worth bringing up.
I'd like to see some of your work.
Nah, it's probably on junkyard decomposing by now.
You threw everything away?
Most of it. Never really had much time to apply what I learned, so.
Ruth, you're never going to believe what I found out tonight.
Well, from your smile, it's not the same thing that I did. Dimitri, may I finally have a word with you in private?
Andre?
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the study a little later and we'll continue this conversation.
All right.
You know, Ruth, for the first time in a very long time, I'm enjoying myself and my company. What is such a pressing matter that it interrupts my time with Andre?
He's a criminal. I looked him up online. He's been in prison.
Is that all?
Is that all? Have you not listened to a word I just said? He is.
I understand, Ruth. People can change. I sure.
Okay, Ruth, if you're gonna have the whole argument that he's a criminal and he's been in jail before, can you at least say what the crime was? Because here's the thing. Like, people can go in jail for the littlest of crimes that can be considered felonies, and for the biggest of crimes that can never be forgiven. So, like, unless she specifies what the crime was, I'm honestly with Dimitri here. Like, okay, he's been in prison before, so it's not like he attempted anything. Anyway.
Obviously, he's working on his rehabilitation.
I found this in his room.
Ruth, let me make myself clear. I like Andre. He's the first person who neither pities me or kisses my feet or treats me differently. So if you don't mind, take me to my room, please.
Like, I feel like Ruth should consider intentions. Like, what would Andre want to do with a knife? Kill Dimitri? Well, here's the thing. That won't change a thing. It's not like Dimitri has Andre's name in his will or something. He may be, but for now we don't know. So, like, I feel like when Ruth sees stuff like this, she always has to consider intentions. Because here's the thing, having a knife on hand doesn't always mean, oh no, he's gonna go, Dimitri or whatever, because you also have to consider intentions. Like, again, what would he gain if he killed Dimitri? If anything, he would lose, since then he wouldn't have that job that pays him 100K a year. And remember, I don't think Dimitri has Andre's name in his will or anything, so if anything, if Andre tried to do anything, he would lose. Whether he killed Dimitri or not, he would lose. He wouldn't win a thing. Anyway, let's continue.
What are you stealing now? It doesn't matter. You've already won him over. You're in his heart now. So please, don't hurt him.
Oh, that knife, it isn't.
Yeah, the less I know, the better.
Who's Alicia Villa?
She's a woman that's been in communication with Dimitri. They've been exchanging letters.
Is he like his girlfriend or something?
Or something. They've never met. They've never spoken on the phone. Yet he's madly in love with her.
Do you think she knows?
I read the letters, and I write them and send them back, so no.
Just let me be. It's just a panic. It'll pass. You can go.
Is there anything that I can do? Anything. At all.
Will you take me for a ride?
Yeah, good idea. Get you some air. Okay, come on.
Come on. Let's see what this thing can do. Watch it.
You might get pulled over if I go any faster.
I don't care. I've forgotten what it feels like to have adrenaline pumping in my veins. I want to live. Come on.
Happy now?
I'll pay for the ticket. Then they'll give us an escort to the hospital.
Good evening, gentlemen. You're driving pretty fast. Officer, thank God you're here. Look at my friend.
Thank you, officer. I'll take it from here.
So, you want me to take you home or you want to do some donuts in the parking lot?
You never asked how I got paralyzed. Aren't you even curious?
Sure, but I figured that you'd tell me if you wanted to.
I think it's time you know. I met my wife in college, and shortly after, we got married. And then she was diagnosed with cancer. after she was gone, I did everything to get my mind off of her. I took up every extreme sport I could think of. There's nothing I didn't do. And eventually, I fell in love with racing cars. And then one day I had a crash. So here I am, a broken wreck, inside out from losing my wife. Now you
Okay, I have a question here. Like, tell me this. Explain to me this. Shouldn't you wear protective gear? Like, okay, you got in a accident in a sports vehicle. First of all, I don't know how that's possible because from what I've seen, it seems like you're more of in a race than anything else. So if you've gotten into a crash in the race, you probably crashed into a wall or something because, like, remember he's supposed to wear protective gear in that type of scenario. So, like, yeah, I'm not an expert on that type of stuff, but from my assumption, like, of course, I'm assuming, take what I say with a grain of salt. But I think that he wouldn't suffer. So don't think the injuries would be so bad that he would quite literally be paralyzed head to toe. I don't think he would be that bad. But what would I know? You know what I mean? After all, I'm not an expert in that type of stuff. So again, when it comes to this specifically, take what I say with a grain of salt. After all, I'm just assuming. I'm not an expert or anything like that. Anyway, let's continue.
You know why I don't celebrate holidays? You know, it's not the wheelchair that bothers me. I mean, of course it does, but the real handicap is living without love. Congratulations. It's official. It's been exactly a month since I hired you, which means your trial period is over. I would love for you to stay. But I have one condition.
What's that?
I'd like the hourglass back.
Oh, yeah,
It's okay. I don't care about material things. But that was a present from my wife. After we found out she had terminal cancer. That was a gift to remind me to savor every moment I have.
I feel terrible. I don't even know why you're giving me this chance.
She taught me a whole lot of things, including not to see people for their past, but rather their potential.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This is an amazing life lesson. Like, do you guys know how many people like get clowned on because of stuff they did in the past? Like, my guy, the past is already the past. Let's just move on already. Like, I'm sure that if you guys lived a long life, you would have experienced an example or two like this, either happening to you or to someone else that you know. You know, the whole you or them being clowned on for the past, and just trying to move on but can't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if you guys have lived a long life, then you probably have experienced something like this, either happening to someone close to you or to you directly. Anyway, let's continue.
She was. And I think you are too.
Sorry. I'm not really used to people believing in me. Thank you for your confidence. And the longest job I ever had.
Let's go home.
You know what? Wait a minute. Now that I think about it, how the hell has it been exactly like 1 month? Genuinely, how? Because remember, he got hired in the morning or like noon, something like that. Meanwhile, now it's the evening. So how has it been a month? Like, legitimately, think about it for a second. Think about it. He got hired, and like you could say, I'm not gonna say morning, but more of noon, for example. I don't think it's afternoon, more of noon. But now it's the evening. So that alarm should have gone off earlier. But of course, for the sake of plot convenience, you might as well make it go off the moment after Dimitri tells Andre why he got paralyzed, for the sake of, plot convenience and all of that. Anyway, let's continue.
What I say, huh? What I say? Hold on. What's going on?
Andre, what up? Little bro has been coming in my territory. I was just about to give him a little discipline. I mean, no disrespect to you, of course, but rules are rules.
All right, let me handle that.
Hey. That depends on two conditions.
What?
Well, you out the game, right?
Yeah.
Good. Stay out. I mean, I like you, but things are changing, and I don't want no more trouble.
Second.
Second is, little bro here has to understand if he's working for me. Otherwise, he don't work. I see him around here again.
You won't. How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh, you're gonna be my big brother now after you've been gone all this time. You've never been there for me.
Don't give me that.
I'll give you whatever I want, and it'll be more than you can ever give me. You've never been there for me. You never give me no advice, help me with my homework. Never been there for Thanksgiving. You didn't even pick me up from school. Not once.
You know that I've been gone. You want some free advice? Here. Don't make the same mistakes that I did. Marcus, do you have that hourglass that I gave Ma?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you take it? Look, I'll give you $100. Please, I need that back.
What makes it unlike any other I've had in my lifetime is this overwhelming feeling of strength. A connection for more powerful than something as flimsy as the physical. Until next time, yours, Alicia. She's crazy about you.
And I'm mad about her.
Shall we start a response?
After that, I'm a little stuck on what to say. Any ideas?
Yeah. I mean, just follow your heart, man. It seems like...
Okay, so I didn't mention this, but when it comes to his little brother, I have to ask. Was Andre really never involved with his little brother's life? Like, never? Like, from what has been established, even though, it's just been suddenly mentioned out of nowhere, he's been gone for 6 months. 6 months, right? Well, what about the other years? What, did he just not attend because there was nothing related to that? You know what, I don't think that will come into... You know what, let's just continue. Forget it. Let's just continue.
But you've been saying it has been working, so, What? Yo, she needs a photo of you.
That idea has been tossed before.
You both understand why I am nervous. I mean, what photo do I use?
This one.
It's a gift from Dimitri, so that you can follow your passions. It is painting, I assume. If it were pottery, it would make Dimitri upset that he made a mistake. Here's your paycheck. Don't let it get to your head.
You know, I never had a chance to say thank you. First, for convincing Dimitri about the photo.
Well, I haven't sent it out yet.
And second, for believing in me.
Who says I do? I'll believe in you after I see your artwork. Have a good night.
Good night, Ruth.
Wait. I've changed my mind about the photo.
We're almost out of clean spoons. You gotta get the dirties back. Why are you moving so slow? We're almost out of clean spoons. You gotta get the dirties back. Why are you moving so slow? I wish I could do more for you.
Yeah, let me guess. This is a montage, right? This sounds like the type of song that would play in a montage. Anyways, skip. Okay, so basically that whole thing was basically exploring a little bit of Andre's memory lane while he's painting. So basically, the explores how his father was apparently abusive, right? I think that's what the video was trying to say, and him, joining with the gang, like basically showing a couple of flashbacks, and then going to the present day. Anyway, let's continue.
Oh, sorry about the mess. I got a little carried away last night. It's been a while.
It's incredible. Absolutely amazing. You could get quite a deal on that.
Really? I mean, if you know anybody that wants to buy it, be my guest. What you got there? Thanksgiving decorations?
I have some very good news to tell you. Alicia responded.
What?
Not only did she respond, but she wants to meet in person for dinner tonight.
Really?
So, which one should I wear? Yes. What time is it?
A little after 8.
Much after 8.
Ooh, 8:30. I'm sure she's just stuck in traffic or something. Hello. Would you like to order something while you wait?
It's all right.
Maybe we should call her.
We don't do phones. You agreed to keep it old-fashioned.
And probably because you can't hold a phone.
Or text. Ruth must have sent her the picture. Let's go.
What do you mean? I thought you wanted her to send a phone.
Andre, let's just get out of here. I don't think she's coming.
Now that I think about it, why didn't you tell her to send a photo of her to you? How would you know that whoever shows up is her? How would you know that, huh? Just like Ruth probably sent Alicia a photo of Dimitri. Shouldn't Alicia send a photo of herself to him so that he would know that this is her? A little weird, but anyway.
Hey, yo, why don't we go for a ride? I'm sure we can beat our record as long as the cops don't stop us.
It's okay, Andre. I just really want to go home.
Do you want to play some?
I'm sorry. I think I have the right to assume that this is Alicia that just showed up, so I have a question. Did she have to show up exactly after they left? Like, again, Dhar Mann, what's your thing with timing? Like, Dhar Mann has a weird thing with timing where he always has things immediately after each other, even if it would make more sense that it would take just like a little bit between them. And like this is another big example. Like why did Alicia have to show up exactly right after Dimitri left? Why? Just why? Why not have her show up, let's say, a couple minutes later? You know what I mean? I think maybe, like, the only reason I'm gonna give it a pass this time is because of the fact that I don't think it would have played out any other way. Like, I still want to complain about timing, but unlike other times, I can't exactly recommend something a little better here, so yeah. Anyway.
Chess?
I just want to lay in bed.
Yeah, but you got that awesome jazz album collection there. We can pop in a couple of vinyl.
Andre, appreciate it. Just want to be alone right now. Could you close the door behind you? Oh, and tell Ruth I decided not to have the Thanksgiving decorations hung anymore.
Are you sure? Yeah. I just want you to know, I don't think you should give up.
Why not? Who am I kidding thinking I can find love like this? I'll always be like this. I'm going to be alone forever.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad left. My mom just had my brother. And he left. And my mom was so worried about my brother, whether she'd be able to feed him, you know. I knew I had to do something, so I sold dope. I wasn't proud of it then. I'm not proud of it now, but I did what I had to do, and I did worse things. Got myself in prison. And then my brother started getting in trouble because I wasn't there, just like my dad. And so my mom had to get a minimum wage job and do the things that I was supposed to do, you know? But whenever I try to do things, I always make them worse. Until I met you. You changed my life, man. You turned everything around. So, you see, what I'm trying to tell you is life can change unexpectedly from unexpected things. Because if a broke kid like me whose dad left him and who messed his life up can turn his life around, so can you.
Alicia didn't show.
Dimitri doesn't want to do the Thanksgiving celebration, Tyler. Should have never suggested sending that photo.
We ended up not sending it out.
But he thinks you did, and that's why she didn't show.
Go away, Andre.
It's not Andre. It's me.
Ruth?
No, it's me.
Alicia?
I'm so sorry. The Uber was late and I didn't have a way of getting a hold of you. Luckily, Andrea came back to the restaurant and found me waiting there. I didn't want to leave without seeing maybe you'd come.
You know what? I'm playing the card. I don't care anymore. It just so happens that Andre found her before she got kicked out. Because if you guys don't know, usually when it comes to reservations and stuff like that, if you stay long enough without ordering anything or like ordering anything significant, like food and or stuff like that, the restaurant is gonna kick you out because other people are trying to do reservations as well. So yeah, kind of a coincidence that Andre found her before she got kicked out. A little weird, isn't it? Also, I gotta ask, how did she even find the table? Because last time I checked, it was a reserved, right? But here's the thing. Dimitri had left, which means no reservations, which means she shouldn't be able to enter. So how does that work? Because remember, she said in the restaurant. So it's a little weird, isn't it? Anyway, let's continue.
Are you upset?
Of course not. I totally understand why you left.
No. But I'm paralyzed.
It doesn't change how I feel about you. The things you said in those letters come from your heart. That's what I fell in love with.
What's this? What? $50,000? Dimitri, I don't.
That's not from me. It's from a customer. You're painting. You said I could, so I asked Ruth to try and sell it. Sold it in an hour. For quite a bit of money, as you can see.
No way. Thank you.
Andre, I have some news. I'm firing you. And not because you've done anything wrong. To the contrary, actually, it's because you just can't stay here. You need to be home, taking care of your own family.
What about you?
I have some great people around me. I called a friend of mine. You can call that number on the card in the envelope. I'm sure you will enjoy your new work.
Thank you.
Come on, let me show you something.
Pleasure. Awesome. Thank you. Do you mind finishing up my iron? Thank you. Thank you.
Here's your coffee, sir. 2 cream, 2 sugar, just how you like it.
Perfect. Yo, dog. Can I still get some of this stuff, please?
Andre, what are you doing here?
Picking you up. Get in. Come on, get in. Attaboy.
Wow.
Hey,
Hey, shouldn't you be at work?
not anymore. Thanks to Andre, I'm retired.
Oh, Mom, that's great. I'm happy for you. Are you cooking Thanksgiving food?
We gotta get going, so put your seatbelt on.
Okay, I'll be honest, I was not ready for that. I was expected that there would be a little more, but hey, no can do. So when it comes to the story, I'll admit it's pretty good. The message is pretty good. Like, yes, you shouldn't judge people by their past, judge people by their, like, I would say present and not potential, but still works. Because, like, here's the thing. Like, I've said it once and I'll say it again. If you've lived long enough, then you've probably seen yourself or someone close to you get ridiculed, clowned on, whatever, because of something bad they did in the past. And if not, you've probably seen stories when where that happens. So, like, yeah, people can focus on the past way too much. So, I'll give them this. It's a pretty great message. And the video is honestly really good. Like, even the coincidence that I pointed out isn't that big of a deal. Like, usually the points, like, it's still a big deal since the story would have broke. But unlike the other coincidences where I'm like, no, this is impossible, for this one, I can actually see it happening, just that the probability would be really low. And you'll ask me, well, what about your other videos where you pointed out the other coincidences? Well, simple. This one had a low chance. These had a next to 0% chance. Big difference here. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. On the left is my most recent video. On the right is a video that YouTube recommends. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.